Mic check 1 2. 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 What's going on, people? I'm back once again. Random show settings. We are back once again. I am back. We are back. I am back. We are back. What's going on, people? Hope you can hear me. Hope you can see me wherever you are. Hope you can hear if you see me. Let me put this over here. Let me get my chat up on here. Bear with me a second. I'm picking my chat. I'm a bit unorganized today. What's going on, people? Hope you're all good. Let me come a bit closer here. Pause. What are you guys saying? Epic recorded. Okay, cool. Let me just double check something for you guys here. Get my fucking chat up. Okay, cool. We're ready to rock, man. We're ready to rock. We are ready to rock. Rocky, we are ready. Rocky, we are ready. What's happening, people? Random show settings. We're back once again. It's I, your host, Agostinho Zinga. I'm so happy to have you here today. I'm so happy to have you here today. We've got many things to cover. Many things to cover. So I'm not going to waste your time. I'm going to get straight into it. I'm going to get straight into it and blitz through as much as I can. I just got back from the gym. Just got back from the gymnasium. Pumped out my little set. So let's just get cracking before the macking. Okay, let's just get cracking before the macking. So first things first. Tom Segura finally replied publicly to his divorce from Christina P. Yes, you heard that right. Tom Segura finally replied publicly to divorce from Christina P. Now, you know, I've said it previous times before. It's no one's business really why they're getting divorced, right? It's no one's business, but obviously they have a very public relationship. So in some respects, or marriage, sorry, in some respects, they kind of, I guess, are obliged to explain themselves to the public. It's a bit lame. That's probably the lame part of being in a relationship. When you're in a public relationship, obviously it's great when it's great. You benefit from it a lot. But what if you guys decide to go your separate ways, you can't do what regular people do in real life, where they just go their separate ways and no one knows. You know? You can't do what regular people do in real life and just go your separate ways and privately, you know what I mean? You can't do that. You have to kind of like make statements or whatever else it may be. Now, I thought it was a bit weird, personally. I thought it was a bit weird, and I also said, I think I went as far as saying I thought it was very unmanly. It was a very unmanly, ungentlemanly, lack of leadership type of thing to do, to allow your wife, to allow your mother of your child, of your children, sorry, to allow your ex-wife now to be, right, to publicly address everything on her own. I thought it just looked a bit gross. Yes, I know she did it with Duncan Trussell, but I found it a bit gross that Christina P made two public comments. One with that note that she wrote on Instagram stories, and second with the podcast with fucking Duncan Trussell. And it kind of felt like she was just doing it on her own, you know? And I thought that was a bit out of order. That was a bit not nice. But to be fair to Tom, again, we don't know how long they've been not together. He could just be completely over her and completely over it, and he just doesn't want to talk about it. You know, that's completely fine as well. But I just thought in terms of them being very public with their relationship, very public with their marriage, not very public with their family, which is a smart thing to do, they probably should have made a united front and just addressed it together once and then kind of kept it moving. But the fact that Christina was out here on social media, on her podcast, crying, and Tom was just posting on Instagram stories as usual. He was very smart not to post on his story, on his feed though. I'm not too sure if he's maybe I'll check after I play this clip, but I don't think Tom has posted on his main grid feed in a while. I don't think he's posted. I think he kind of avoids it because the comments are a bit crazy, so he just keeps posting Instagram stories. So he was posting on his IG stories as usual. He didn't really miss a beat, and Christina P was out here crying her eyes out, clearly heartbroken about the whole divorce. Well, we've all wondered what Tom was going to say. Tom didn't really say much, to be honest. I'm not going to lie. He sat down with Ryan Sickler. Ryan Sickler was Tom's Duncan Trussell. Ryan Sickler also reminded me a little bit of the role he played in this particular podcast. He played that role, like, you know, when a YouTuber gets cancelled or an influencer for something egregious, and they come on stream and they do the textbook influencer apology thing where they go like, right? and they always inadvertently at some point, either when they start recording or halfway through the recording, their pet will like jump on their lap. Their pet will jump on their lap, a dog, a cat, some cute bird. Do you know what I mean? They'll just jump on their lap, jump on their shoulder, and all of a sudden, that's usually kind of used as a strategy to kind of like, you know, get on people's good side, even though you're kind of getting counted for a bad thing. So I felt like Ryan Sickler kind of played that role for Tom, because a lot of fans, a lot of Your Mum's House fans love Ryan Sickler. A lot of stand-up comedy podcast fans also don't really have much bad things to say about Ryan Sickler. He's a little bit, you know, whatever, but for the most part, nobody has a bad word to say about him. So I felt like it was a very strategic, person to get on board. And it also was funny, like looking at it, because Christina P had Duncan Trussell the other week, and then Tom Segura comes on, Ryan Sickler. It's just like, you know, it kind of felt like they did it, you know, it was like a purposely done. Tom was like, look, I can't be doing this on my own. The fans already hate me. I need to have some company. So anyway, Tom sat down on this particular episode of Your Mum's House with Ryan Sickler, and he kind of discussed it. He didn't really discuss it. I felt like Ryan Sickler spoke more about the divorce than Tom did, or divorce in general. I feel like Ryan Sickler had more. He shared more. I think he was more emotional, and he shared more of his feelings. He kind of, I mean, he spoke for the fans really, and I think Tom didn't really say too much, to be honest. But it's better than what he did before, where he just kind of, you know, tried to ignore it and act like nothing was happening while his ex, or now his ex-wife, was on social media crying. So it's better than before, in my opinion. But I think he should have done this earlier and got this out of the way. But you know, who knows how or why he didn't do that? Who knows how or why? Let's play the clip, and then we can carry on to the next topic. Let's play the clip.
My first podcast here in a while. I know that a lot of people obviously heard the news and saw last week's episode where Christina hosted it, and I don't feel a need to like say a lot to people, but it bothered me that a lot of people were like, oh, I can't believe you would make her go address this alone, or like do this on her own, you know, which couldn't be further from the truth. The truth is that like we have been recording separate episodes for a long time now, because everything that people know is not new to us. It's, you know, it's been many, many months. So this is not like brand new to us. It's new, I guess.
Wait, you guys didn't just decide that day to get a divorce and tell the world?
That wasn't that day. Yeah, it wasn't that day.
That's here the whole time I'm thinking, man,
this happened today.
This just happened. Yeah. It was a big life decision like that. I'm like, take it to the internet.
Yeah. It was many months, and we record separately. So her episode was first after our return, so she addressed it first.
Fair enough explanation, to be honest. Fair enough explanation, but I don't know, man. It's like, fucking hell. Like, breakups are awful, isn't it? Breakups truly are awful, because what the fuck were they going through where they like breakups are so bad that Tom and Christina, who look like they were like legit solid couple for a long time, obviously once Tom got healthy, or quote unquote, once Tom started losing weight and started turning into a director, things changed very quickly. But they look kind of solid. Like, I don't know about you guys. I feel like a lot of people are doing a lot of like Monday morning quarterbacking with this sort of stuff, right? Where they're like, oh, I always knew they weren't going to last. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. I don't think a lot of people would have guessed that they were going to get divorced. I don't think so. Especially prior to Tom getting injured. Because obviously that injury that Tom got where he broke his arm going for a layup, that's what changed everything. Because that's when he started to get into like working out, looking after himself a lot more, feeling himself a bit more. Around that time, Ozempic got invented, and all of a sudden, you know what I mean, he was off to the races. But I wonder what could have happened between them as a couple that it got to the point where they couldn't even record shows together. God damn. Like, do you know what I mean? Not even as a couple, as a married, you know what I mean, as a family unit. Like, you couldn't just like record shows. Like, really, it got that bad that you couldn't record shows together. You had to record them separately for months. Like, it's kind of wild. You think about it, how divorces work. And I think it's easy. I think this makes more sense if you don't have kids, right? If you're just a single couple, like, you know, somewhat single couple, not married. But I think when you're married, it's another level of like commitment, another level of like closeness. Surely you should be able to like just, you know, I don't know, put on a show, innit? But I guess they couldn't. I guess it was so bad between them, they literally had to record shows separately. They couldn't just put on a show for the fans and no one would notice and then just like be quietly. I mean, they couldn't do that. Which is why even now, Christina's not there and Tom's doing it by himself. Do you know what I mean? It's like, God, so are they what? Are they never going to be on camera together ever again? God damn.
It was never like, hey, you go handle this. You know, it was just kind of the timing of how that worked. And we both decided to record separately. That's just what we're doing.
Now they don't record separately. Your Mum's House podcast is a podcast with them too. There are times when they're on tour, each of them, or, you know, one of each, and another person fills in, but they don't always record separately. No, they don't. The whole point of the show is that they're a couple when they do the show together and they have guests on the show. They don't always record separately, but they've been recording separately for a long time. There hasn't been I don't know, someone said somewhere on the Reddit, the last time they were on camera together for Your Mum's House was many, many months ago. So since then, so I guess whenever the last time they were on camera together was probably around the last time that they were together as a couple too. Because it seems like as soon as the couple thing went downhill, they could never work again together, which is kind of sad really, but hey, it is what it is.
It's been it's a horrible experience. So I just wanted to let people know it's privately, it's horrible. It's a long experience. It's emotionally a roller coaster. Your emotions change often many times in a day. If anyone's ever been through it or knows anyone, it's like, you don't feel the same all the time. And it's really tough on you. Like personally, it's really tough. Having it be public is, it's awful. You know, I can only tell you that it's awful.
I feel this is so fake. I'm not gonna lie. Big up Tom Segura. I feel like he's trying really hard to act like he's bothered. He's not bothered. He don't give a fuck. He's so over it already. I feel like he's trying hard to. You know, like when you got a girl and she asks you about how your boyship is going, and you don't want to sound too excited, so you play it down like you're not having a good time. I think so. I think that's what's happening. I think Tom is over the moon that he's single. He's over the moon that he's got rid of Christina P. He's over the moon that he's not married anymore. This is what he really wanted. He doesn't give a flying fuck about how she feels really, you know? I think he's just doing this to appease the fans because a lot of fans didn't like the way didn't like the way it looked, basically. It looked like Tom was just letting Christina P handle it on her own in public and crying on social media. And he was just living his life, do you know what I mean? So I think he's trying to appease the fans because those fans are still his fans too, right? Your Mum's House fans are still his fans too. He obviously does want to lose them. But yeah, I feel like he's I feel like he's faking being bothered or having any kind of sad feelings about the thing. I don't think he really cares.
I mean, when I see, you know, you're Tom and Christina from back in the day to me, still as well.
Yeah.
Video games till 5 o'clock in the morning. I got to call in sick. You guys are in that little shanty out back of that dude's house in Redondo, and Christina's inviting me over for real meals. And
yeah.
I'm dodging bullets on Carondelet just to come over and say hi and see John Goodman above the toilet. Like,
yeah.
It breaks my heart. This is my first real divorce.
Yeah.
I don't want to make this about me. My parents were divorced, but man, when my dad divorced my mom, we were like, fuck yeah, this one's really tough for me right here. I'm really torn on this one.
To be fair, I agree with him. It is kind of tough. And I know Tom has not been like... Tom kind of ruined them as a couple a little bit, image-wise. Rapport-wise, right? Because I don't think Christina P's done anything bad. I don't think anyone really thinks she's not the greatest comic in the world and stuff. She's funny on podcasts and stuff. But I don't know. You know, Your Mum's House at its peak was them as a couple. Like, perfect match in terms of sense of humor. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it just was nice to see, kind of thing. So it is quite sad that they're getting divorced. Right? It really is. Obviously, it's not them getting divorced. It's mostly Tom divorcing Christina. That's what it feels like to me. It feels more like Tom is the one that's fed up and just wants to try other things and live a quote-unquote single life in his new body. But yeah, it is kind of sad. I'm not going to lie.
I'm loyal to a default.
Best shape of her life. The most money you've ever had. A new crib all to yourself. 25-year-old baddies on the way. Must be tough for Tommy.
Exactly.
He's the real victim in all
Exactly,
of this.
100%. I was going to mention that earlier, but I didn't. I was going to mention something about him saying, "Hey, it's really tough on me." I was going to mention something about it, but I didn't want to say something because he's obviously recording it. Because that's why I think sometimes in this situation, I'm a bit conflicted. Big up Saddest, I'm a bit conflicted, right? As much as I feel like Tom has been a piece of shit to his, mother of his children, and somebody that he made millions with and was his kind of ride or die from when he was really fucking fat and shit. I also feel like there's not enough respect or grace put upon men when they're in these type of situations, 'Cause I feel like if this was the other way around, then Christina P initiated the divorce, and Christina P was the one that was looking snatched. Christina P was the one that got some fake boobs, that got a BBL, that got a tummy tuck, and was just looking like 25 years younger and shit. And people be over the moon celebrating. People be like cheering her on. But because it's a guy, there's never the same sort of fanfare, love, appreciation. Not appreciation, but there's never the same sort of support. It's always a little bit more like you're looked at as a lot more as a bad guy, even if you're not the bad guy, because there's nothing wrong with not feeling the person you're with anymore. It's obviously sad. I'm a big believer in there's a certain age you just don't never break up. Maybe it's the African in me. Maybe it's the fucking growing up. Maybe it's my history of growing up in the church. I don't know, but I feel as if at a certain age, I don't know what age I can pluck out my head. Top of my head, maybe I say like 50. I say once you reach over 50, I don't think you're allowed to get divorced. I don't agree with it, especially if you got kids. Just tough it out, man. Just tough it out. You can be still married and not be together if you want to, but go through the whole divorce thing and being single and removing your fucking ring and putting your status as single on your. I think that's all corny and lame. Over 50, I think over 50, you just have to grin and bear it. Grin and bear it like our relatives did. Grin and bear it like our grandparents did, like our great grandparents did. You know what I mean? Like our great grandparents did. Like just grin and bear it. This whole I need to explore things. Nah, man, it's too late for you to explore things. Look after the kids, or show them a good example of a family unit still together despite both of you hating each other's guts. I think that's way better. I think that's way fucking better. But who am I to say?
I know, man. It's
tough here.
It's been tough. It's been really tough. And
DSP, my life has been tough.
To see it on TMZ,
it's terrible, man.
And they keep using fat pictures of you on purpose. Which I do kind of like.
Big up Ryan Sickler trying to be a comedian in this situation and trying to make it funny. Tom doesn't want to laugh because he doesn't want to seem like a sociopath, but he doesn't give a fuck. But that was funny. That was fucking funny. They keep using. That's how you know they don't like you. That's how you know the press likes Christina P more. And I think he's very aware that most people on social media do not like him. I think he's very, very aware of it. So it must kind of sting to know that large parts of the public have taken Christina P's side. Hence why they keep using fat old pictures of you and not, and obviously every picture of him that's fat is going to include a picture of Christina when she's younger and she's looking hot. So they know exactly what they're doing.
Keep putting the fat ones of you up, bro. There's a library out there somebody's got out there.
I'll tell you too. It's like we wanted to be private. Like that's how we were handling everything, right? It's like a private matter. And the day you get a phone call from your publicist going, "Hey, TMZ's has got wind of this and they're going to run a story," you're like, "What?"
Can I be honest?
Yeah.
I was hoping you guys did that old who's the rat in the bunch trick where you told everyone, your people in your inner circle, you were getting a divorce and you really weren't, and then it went to TMZ and you'd be able to figure out who that fucking person was.
No, it wasn't like that.
Yeah, obviously it's not.
So I'll just say that it's very hard. And I personally am not somebody who is the type of person that's like, let me be an open book about my private life. Some people are. I actually feel like, you're more of that like you'll share things. You like, and there's people that are like that's their skill set even that they open up about everything. I've never been that guy.
Trauma based for me. No, I wouldn't call it a skill set.
Well, I've never
I'm
been
gonna say
that
this
guy.
is funny. Listen, I'm very honored and grateful to be here to.
That's fair from Tom. That's fair. That's fair because thinking back at it, apart from the times that he's spoken, he doesn't really talk much about even relationship, innit? To be fair, yeah, he doesn't really talk much about it. Talks about obviously when he's family, he talks a lot more about that. Even since his dad died, doesn't really mention his dad too much. So he is kind of private in that regard. So I do understand that side of things, and it is a bit weird and uncomfortable and awkward to talk about it in public anyway. I just like again, my only issue is I just think the optics of Christina P being on a podcast for the first time since the TMZ announcements, press release thing, crying about the whole thing on her own, quote unquote. I know Dunk Trusser was there, but she was kind of on her own. That was just gross, you know. That was really yucky. As a man, as a leader of the house, leader of the family, head of the family, whatever that fucking term is, it just looked a bit gross. It felt a bit gross to have your now to be ex-wife, mother of your children, on a pod by herself, crying her eyes out. You know what I mean? It just felt a bit weird. Like, come on, bro. Like, you're not gonna, even if you don't say nothing, you're not just gonna be sitting by her just to keep her company, just for a shoulder to cry on or something. Like, god damn, is it really that bad that you can't even be there in that particular moment? But maybe it is that bad. Maybe they're trying to put a good face on it and not trying to tell anything. But maybe the relationship between them deteriorated so much that Tom couldn't even be in the room with her when she was recording that. That's the only thing. I don't think I have any issue with him saying, hey, I'm private. I don't want to talk about this anyway. I'm only talking about this now because it's in the public eye, blah, 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 boom. I just think the way it was handled, maybe post TMZ press release by both of them, maybe could be done a bit better, you know? Maybe Christina could have maybe taken more time away and maybe let Tom do the announcement first then. I don't know. I just didn't like the optics of her sobbing about the whole thing on her own, you know? Just felt a bit sad. It felt like she was very alone in that moment. I don't think she is, don't get me wrong, but it did feel like she was very, very much alone, and Tom was out there living his best life.
Be the one to talk to you about this because I knew you and Christina before you were Tom and Christina. You know, we go way back, and you know, it's difficult. It's difficult to sit here and see, you know, just what's happening to you guys publicly, privately, all of it. And I am no one to critique. I haven't had a successful relationship. I haven't had one. I told you before, I've had tires that last longer than relationships I'm in, bro, for real. Like a good radial, a solid fucker, good 7-year tire. That's, I mean,
yeah.
So I can't sit here and critique, judge, nothing like the internet does. I've never been married. I've been engaged and that shit. I mean, what I'm trying to tell.
I don't think the internet is really judging. I'm not gonna lie. I've not really seen people, apart from me, right? Apart from and again, I'm very radical when it comes to certain things. I'm a big believer in I don't know if this makes sense. I'm a bit radical when it comes to type of things, right? Because I'm a big believer as a guy, you shouldn't waste women's time. I know it sounds weird, but I think as a guy, you shouldn't waste women's time. If you're not ready to settle down, stay single and keep smashing these fucking whores. If you want to settle down, put a fucking ring on it. I don't believe in, you know, I've done it myself in the past, so that's why I'm saying it. But I really don't believe in the guys that do the whole 10-year relationship stuff, where that's your girlfriend and she refers to you as a boyfriend. Like 10 years, like you're just wasting time. Like you haven't figured out whether or not you want to start a family with this person, whether or not you want to actually settle down with this person. You're just like dilly-dallying with this like girlfriend-boyfriend stage thing. Like waste of time. Either settle down or be single, you know? But then I also believe if you settle down, you commit to it. Do you know what I mean? You fucking commit to it. You don't do this whole like in 1 foot in, 1 foot out shit. But to be fair to Tom, I don't think this is very unique. From what, you know, no pun intended, pick up my guy Unique. I don't think this is a very unique situation because I did read online somewhere that even pre-Ozempic, a very common reason why a lot of couples get divorced is if one person in the couple, one person in the marriage, when marriages, you know, end, one of the main reasons is because of a person losing weight. Allegedly, that's what I've heard online. I'm not sure if that's true or not, but I read that's true. And if that's true, I can only imagine the amount of marriages that have ended since Ozempic has come around, because not everyone's on it. So you can be, there can easily be a couple where one person's on Ozempic, one person's on Mounjaro, one person's on retatrutide. They suddenly get fucking skinny. They start looking amazing again. They can suddenly fit back into the dress they wore at fucking prom. They start feeling sexy, they start feeling handsome, they start feeling cute, and all of a sudden they want to get back out there again because they spent the last 20 years of their life obese. They've never actually seen themselves fit anymore. You know what I mean? Because these are grown, like Tom Segura is a fucking grown ass adult. This is a man. You know what I mean? He's 50 plus years old. He's been fat most of his life, and then suddenly he's fitting into like size fucking 34, 32 fucking jeans. You know? All of a sudden now he might be getting some looks from some young girls who want a sugar daddy. You know what I mean? Suddenly things start to change and you want to explore different things. So maybe that's why. Maybe it's not even maybe it's just not even that deep, and it's nothing to do with actual Christina. Nothing to do with her getting the cancer or whatever. It's just a simple, you know what I mean? It's a simple thing. It just happens, you know, when someone loses weight, they want to explore other things. It is what it is type of thing. But I don't think anyone is kind of rooting against him. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think anyone was rooting against him or is pleading for Tom to get back with her just for the sake of it. I think most people are just like sad because, you know, it kind of also is representative of an end of an era. We all know, you know, us proper Your Mum's House fans have always known that Your Mum's House has never been the same since its heyday, right? It's never been the same. It's a bit shit now. But this divorce, I think, signifies, is the real line in the sand of like, okay, it's the end of an era for real, you know? That's the real sad bit, I think. Even if you're a fan from the outside looking in, you're like, fuck, man. This show is like never going to be the same again, you know? At one point, you were like, yeah, it's never going to be the same again, but you're hoping they might, you know, turn it around, hoping they might rediscover the funny, hoping that Tom might get back to being how he was when he was fat in terms of humor. But this divorce has definitely put the final nail in the coffin of Your Mum's House. You know what I mean? This show is donezo.
Oh yeah, I have not done well with this.
Yeah.
So my heart goes out to both of you. I understand, like, the kids, all of it. I get it.
Yeah.
And it sucks. But here's the other thing. Two things. If you have been a fan of this show and you've been listening to Christina P, you know damn well Tom Segura didn't make her do anything.
No, of course not.
Anything. Christina be the first one to be like, fuck you, you're going to go first. Or we'll do this together. Or whatever it is.
No, without question.
She would have a say in that. The other thing is, I'm going to take a sip here because I'm getting upset. As a fan of this show and coming up with watching you guys build this thing from, you know, little bedrooms and all this empire you have fucking turned this into. You guys have changed the game of comedy. You have broke the code. You have, what you've done as a power couple has been amazing. It's been a fucking amazing. And as a fan of the show, watching you guys go from not having kids, you know, to a family. I know 10% of the trolls are shit, but the rest of us are just, you know, we're heartbroken that, you know, you guys are sort of the North Star, especially in entertainment. And, you know, it makes a lot of people feel a certain way, like, well, fuck, if they can't, can we? You know, 20 years, 2 fucking decades is a long time. So I understand where those people are coming from, and it's, you know, they've grown with you guys.
I understand it too.
You know, but the trolls are the trolls.
I understand. Look, I actually understand all. I understand all of it. I understand the people that are like just heartbroken, and I understand the trolls and people. It's not something I can't wrap my head around. It's part of how it goes. I totally get it. I just
You don't give a fuck. You don't give a fuck. Countdown begins now. Tom's gonna step up with something bad. Countdown begins now. Tom's gonna step out. I don't know what it's gonna be. Maybe it's gonna be like will be like one of the first NBA games or something. Countdown. Tom is gonna step outside with something bad. I bet you Tom's gonna step out with like fire. Like you can tell he's got someone in a tuck some very, very young lady. I'm gonna say she's probably gonna be under 25. No, let's say under 26. No, let's say under 26. To be fair, to be more than fair. Let's say under 27. I think Tom's got a girl in the tuck under 27 ready to just pop out. He doesn't give a flying fuck what the fans think, feel, whatever. He's like, look, I'm done, so I'm out of here. Do you know what I mean? Whatever feelings you have, write them in a letter and fucking throw them in the bin.
Also, we'll just wanted to tell you this to reiterate that, like, we're not combative. Like, we talk every day. Just so people know that, like, this is, like, I support Christina in everything she does. She supports me and our folk.
I don't know why I even mentioned that. What's the point of mentioning that you're not combative? Because even if you were combative, you wouldn't say. Do you know what I mean? What's the point of saying you're not combative? We talk every day. Yeah, but talking every day. What type of talking does that? What kind of talking is talking every day? What time are you gonna kill at the kids? I'll be there too. Okay, cool. I'll see you then. Is that type of talking we're talking about? Like, because I don't believe they talk more than that. If you can't record a podcast together in the same room, if you can't be even sat next to her while she talks in the same room, there's no way that I believe that you guys are like happy and everything is fine and you're doing it. Nah, I don't believe that at all. They're probably not even living in the same house. I never thought about that, but they're probably not even living in the same house. Tom's probably in a hotel somewhere or something. Or knowing Tom and how crazy he might have probably kicked Christina out and told her to get a hotel. But yeah, I don't even think Tom is living in that house. Probably in their family home. He's probably sleeping in the studio, or he's in some hotel somewhere, or maybe, you know what I mean. Like, yeah, so I don't believe this whole like, oh yeah, we're still best friends. Oh, sure you are.
Focus, as you would imagine, is just on our children. Yeah. And you know, we're just trying to provide the best life we can for them, and we're trying to take care of them. And I personally, you know, you're not going to see me doing interviews or podcasts or press about this. This for me is like, again, this is me addressing what it is and how it's been, and it's been terrible. And I don't feel like I need to keep talking about this. This is it for me. I'm not going to talk about this. You know, whether, and some people are okay with, some are not. It is what it is. Like, I'm going to just be focused on what I do, and like I said, taking care of the kids. And Christina and I continue to do that, and we talk to each other, and we're fine with how things are moving along, as disappointing as it is. It is what it is, like, in that regard.
It is what it is. Get over it, bitches.
I don't know what else to say about it.
Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
What are your DMs like right now? What are your DMs?
I'm sorry. That's the wrong drop. I'm sorry. That's the wrong drop.
Was that a DM?
That was.
Who left that?
It's insane, dude. I've never answered anybody.
What's some of the wildest shit? I mean, like, off the wall, like, you're just like, what the fuck?
Guys who are like,
guys is something I hadn't considered, genuinely.
Guys who are like, what's up, bro? It's time. You're free. What?
You're fucking free. You're free to be gay.
My face in your ass. I'm like, huh? And then you're like, this is what women go through, I guess?
I hope Tom has already asked Christina if she has a gun.
Big up, John. I appreciate the super chat.
Eat your ass out.
Guys are wanting to eat your ass.
Yeah, it's
insane.
Fucking
Great.
It's insane. No, it's great. I mean, I'm good, man. I'm really good. You don't have to do that. Thank you. You don't have,
you sure?
Yeah, please don't message me.
Because my mom hit me up, wants to know if you're fucking. You're her favorite comedian, bro. She shit when she saw you.
Are you being serious?
Yeah.
Your mother?
My mom loves you, bro.
Shut up. You're being serious?
Yeah, I'm being serious. If you ever do a show in Delaware, bro, I'm telling you, you can get dick down in Delaware.
Jesus, man.
You can get dick down in Delaware. I didn't even know a band that could open for you.
Oh my God. Jesus. How's your mom now?
I don't think.
Anyway, you get the point. So yeah, that's the response from Tommy. That's the response from Mr. Tommy Buns. That's the response from Mr. Tommy Buns. I get the feeling, oh, my fucking green screen came down, didn't it? Oh, fuck it, I'll just continue like this. I get the feeling he doesn't really give a fuck. He doesn't really give a fuck. He's only responding because of the optics and how bad it looked and all the comments and the fact that Christina was crying and shit. You know, he feels probably a little bit bad about that, but I don't really think he gives a fuck about her at all. I think he's happy the relationship, he's happy the marriage has officially been over, on public anyway. I'm sure the relationship was over a long time ago, and he's ready to move on and get his groove on. He's ready to move on and get his groove on. He's ready to move on and get his groove on. So let him do as he pleases, isn't it? Let him do as he pleases. Let him do as he pleases. We've got a clip here from We Might Be Drunk where Mark Normand and Sam Morrill kind of talk about it. They kind of mention a little bit of the divorce thing. So let's just quickly cover that and then we can move on from all that topic and shit. I know it's a bit boring, but let's just quickly move through this and see what they're saying.
Baby, we're back. Another solo. Is there a solo? Is this 2 solos in a row?
No, we broke it up.
Okay, good. Just checking.
The internet's going crazy about the Bobby Lee episode.
Oh. Did we tease it?
No, you mentioned it when you shot it in L.A. whenever.
That's a good point.
And people are like, did this get buried? Why did it get canceled? There's like
no,
crazy
it's coming
internet
out,
theories.
but Bobby wanted it closer to the special release.
We held it because Sam and Bobby fought the whole time. Get that kicked up. All these dweebs out there on Reddit, they love a story and they love drama and they love when they have the inside scoop on something.
Yeah, but well,
I don't know. I don't know why he says stuff like that, because like, aren't comedians the biggest gossipers and dweebs out there? Like, this is all they do on what we're doing now is what they do in green rooms. So I don't get the little digger like, oh, all these people online are gossip. It's like, number one, they put all their shit out there in public, right? I, for the most part, maybe no, I 100%, to be honest, I only respond or talk about things I see online. I don't dig further. Like, I get DMs and messages from people to do this and do that, but I don't go further than what I see online. I never ever respond or talk about things further than what I see online. If you post it online, if it's on your fucking, if it's in the podcast, if it's on your fucking social media or whatever, of course I'm going to talk about it because it's on your fucking social media. But I don't go further than that. And most of us don't. We don't really care that deep to kind of really, do you know what I mean? Go above and beyond to find out what the lowdown is. We just kind of try and interpret or try to come to some level, some type of conclusion based on the information that we can kind of, that's available to us, right? That's at our fucking doorstep and shit. Or does that make sense? That's, you know, whatever, you know what I'm trying to say. So I don't get that little jab about, oh, all these little dweebs want to know something and they feel like they're in the inside scoop. It's like, I don't know, man. If you comedians would stop talking, we'll stop yapping so much, we'll stop sharing so much of your private life online, none of us would have much to talk about, really. But these motherfuckers can't help it, innit? They really can't help talking about themselves in public, and they can't help getting into some dodgy, weird situations that then lead to people like myself and others talking about it. It's as simple as that, really. But hey, what do I know?
Just like this fucking special, Bobby's, this episode may never come out.
And just like Tony Hinchcliffe, it might not come out. So who the hell knows? But it's going to come out when it comes out. Don't you worry.
And fucking Peters here labeled the last episode "One More Drink."
Oh
shit!
Sounds like the
as
end.
like a callback to our old show.
Bodega
and the
Cat.
internet's like, last episode, what are they doing?
Really?
One last drink. Yeah.
Well, it helped the numbers. It's doing well. So.
Did it?
Yeah.
Why does Mark Normand not have a bad reputation like Bert? Is it because he's just more liked when it comes to drinking? Because he drinks a lot, bro. That's the whole point of this podcast called We Might Be Drunk, and they've got whiskey brand together. I get that. But I wonder why Mark Normand doesn't have as bad as a reputation when it comes to Bert, when it comes to drink. Because I feel like Mark gets down. Mark, like, he swings them back. You know what I mean? He doesn't play. When it comes to drinking, he likes to, you know what I mean? He likes a little tipple. He likes to get sloshed. He likes a little sesh. So it is interesting how he never really gets the same sort of backlash that Bert gets. But I think it's probably more to do with Bert just being utterly unlikable and very repulsive character and all the fucking exaggerations. And, you know, it's probably unfair to even compare Mark Normand to fucking Bert Kreischer because of how different they are in terms of skill, talent, likability, all that malarkey. But it is interesting. No one really says anything bad about Mark Normand and the way he drinks.
Yeah, all these fucking, some twink queef bitch made a post. Mark Normand goes off on Segura. It says goes off. So I was like, oh God, about the divorce. But I like Segura.
That's probably Unique's, isn't it? Unique is, again, Unique's, I don't know if I'm gonna give Unique credit for the, as much as I love Unique as a person, I'm not too sure if I'm gonna suck him off with the clickbaiting. I don't think that's fair. I don't think it's accurate to praise Unique for the clickbaiting, because some of the clickbaiting isn't even clickbaiting. It's just like it didn't happen. You know what he says in the title did not happen in that video. So is that clickbaiting, or is that just like misleading somebody? Do you know what I mean? I don't know if you can give someone credit for that. Like you make a title about something, and what you say in the title did not happen. Like not even close to it. Because clickbaiting to some extent, like if you say it goes off, and the person doesn't go off at all in the slightest, it's like, then what did you say that for? You know? So I don't know. I don't really like it. Personally, I don't like it at all. I'm not really a biggest fan of clickbait. I've tried it myself. You know, hasn't really worked out for me. I'm not gonna lie, and I just don't have that brain for it like Unique does. But I don't like the misleading. Like I don't mind clickbait. No, actually, let me reiterate. I don't mind clickbait as it's usually done, but I don't like what Unique does, where he writes a title and there's nothing to do with the video. He's just doing it just to get you to click on the video. You know? Someone said this, or like the one he did recently with Brendan. Like that Brendan one was fucking, come on, Unique. Unique knows he's being foul. That one he did with Brendan, where Brendan got up to go to the toilet. Brendan storms off. Did he storm off, or did he just say he's going to go to the loo? Brendan storms off. And you watch the clip and it's just Brendan and Chin talking during fucking Thick Boy, Big Brown Breakdown, whatever that fucking show they've got, right? And then he says, oh, I'm going to the toilet.
And I'm loyal to default.
Unique title. Agostinho Zinga oils up and spreads it on live stream.
Exactly. The only part that's like accurate in there is that I spread it, you know? That's the only bit that's accurate. But yeah, I don't know. Again, it works for him. It is what it is, but I think, but then again, do I enjoy seeing comedians like Mark Normand get a little bit triggered by it? I do. It does really like tickle me. It does bring me joy to find out that Mark is like up all night restless about some title he saw somewhere that doesn't accurately depict what he actually said. Do you know what I mean? Like, I kind of do like that it creates some real life disturbances in these people's lives, you know, these clickbait titles. So big up Unique, man. Just keep doing what you're doing. Ignore me, man. Keep doing what you're doing.
I like Christina, so I had to watch it, you know, through one finger like that. And it's me mentioning, hey, did you hear they got a divorce? And Liz is like, oh, that's crazy. And I was like, oh, yeah, this happens when you get divorced. What happened when Mulaney got divorced? And Liz goes, one time I opened for Mulaney. And that's the whole thing. That was the whole thing. I watched.
That's definitely the Unique clip. Definitely the Unique clip.
But they get you on the headline. That's how they get you. The slug line.
Everything's bait now.
Everything's bait. It's all bait.
We're all fish.
Yes, we're
all
guppies.
Fish. We're getting caught. We're like, that's it? Mm-hmm. It's a bummer. What are you going to do?
Yeah.
Anyway, you hear about Segura? Let's get those numbers back up.
Yeah.
Tom got divorced.
I know. I can't wait to see the first lady he's plowing. That'll be exciting.
God. Now you're really giving him something.
Now this is going to be a problem.
Well, I'm just saying, he's divorced. He's single.
The next one's Mark Normand will not stop going off. This is crazy.
Are they doing the pod still?
I think so.
I think it's very amicable. So good for them. They're both great people. They're both funny.
I love them.
Yeah, hopefully they got nice kids. Give that a goog. See if the pod is still going.
I think it is.
That might be a prison. A pod. Yeah. That's a section of hell. Podcast with your divorced spouse feels like
I did a podcast with an ex once, and it stopped before the breakup. That's how well the relationship was going.
That's about right.
We got to wrap this up because we're on eggshells.
Actively continuing. Okay, that's like the opposite of entanglement.
Right.
Still going.
What was that Gwyneth Paltrow breakup called? A conscious uncoupling.
Conscious upcoupling. Wow. It's like when you get fired, they call it furloughed.
Yeah.
Where did that come in?
You've been made redundant.
Whoa.
Which sounds worse.
I've never heard that.
How much? That's what the British say.
Made redundant.
You've been made redundant. That sounds so much crueler than we're letting you go.
Yeah. If we're going at it, I feel the same about server. When I was younger, it was waiter, then it became server. I think server sounds worse. I'm your server.
Closer to slave.
Or servant. Yeah.
You know, you get the point. That's the clip of them talking about Tom and Christina. Yeah, I don't know. I have a hard time hearing these people talk from some lofty position where they don't, I'm not really involved in this sort of stuff. I don't really care. Like, brother, these comedians are the most bitchy, backstabby, gossipy persons ever. The same things that I talk about here, they talk about in fucking green rooms and in fucking car parking lots and shit, you know, till fucking early hours of the morning. It just is what it is. It is what it is. And I think a lot of this stuff would be curbed if they didn't record so many pods and they didn't yap so much about their personal lives. Simple as that. They could have got away with a lot of this stuff if they didn't talk so much or talk about their personal lives. But it is what it is, isn't it? It is what it is. So big up them. Big up them. You love to see it. You love to see it. And then the last one is Staavy. Staavy and Chris Distefano spoke about it too. So let's hear about them. That's the last people, and then we're gonna move on from Tom and Christina stuff because I'm even boring myself now. The last round of people who spoke about it was Staavy and Chris Distefano. Sorry, Christine. Bloody hell! Look at fucking hell. Does he shave his legs? Lord Jesus Christ! They look like legs from a toy, innit? Chris Distefano's legs look like legs from a toy, like, you know, like from like an Action Man or something. Like, fucking hell, look how smooth his legs are. No homo, no pause and stuff, but god damn, Chris Distefano's legs are smooth and hairless as fuck. Fair play, man. Yeah, like Kendo, yeah, that's what it is. Kendo fucking legs. Look at his fucking legs. Holy shit. Anyway, let's continue. Bro, isn't it quite nice to see like normal length shorts on a pod? By the way, isn't it quite nice to see like normal length shorts? Like normal length shorts. Big up these guys for wearing normal length shorts. Thank you guys. Thank you for wearing normal length shorts so we don't have to see your fucking the insides of your fucking, you know what I mean? Like a small peak of your rectum. I like it. Big up them.
The visible hotline. Chris Distefano are going to be taking calls on the hotline. Chrissy D, thanks for coming.
I love it, dude. Shout out Visible. You can
Come on.
suck it.
Yeah. Bleep that out. I believe they're also responsible.
Oh, they are. Sorry about that. It's been public.
Yeah, there's not much to talk about.
And it's one of those things where, you know, Tom has been public.
Yeah, there's not much to talk about when it comes to the Bears right now.
Yeah, Tom's been very public, and I said, and I'm good friends with Tom, and I just texted him, you know, checking in, how, you know, hope everything's good with the divorce, blah 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 blah. And then I said, hey man, dude,
who's your guy?
Yeah,
You're like, where are you hiding your money? Because I'm getting the reason I've been thinking the reason you probably took so long to get married is because you were figuring out opening up accounts in the Cayman Islands.
Yes, yeah. And the thing is, it just takes a little while because my father doesn't have a criminal background, so the Cayman Islands were just a little slow. But we did officially get it done, and it feels.
And on paper, you're on food stamps.
Oh, dude, it's amazing, bro. It's amazing. I mean, yeah, dude. And so I asked Tom. I said, you know, dude, Stavros, you know, I know he's home now. He's been in the movies, but he's home. I said, we can kind of, if you want to tag Summer Bears, if you need. And Tom's response was not happening this summer. So it's just one of those things where I think Tom is saying, you know what? I may get clipped in the divorce.
I think let them.
They want to make the money, you know. So if we're taking this seriously, Chris said basically he reached out to Tom to see if they wanted cover because, you know, at one point when Bert and Tom were both filming individual things or separate things for Netflix, they got these guys to kind of, you know, co-host Two Bears One Cave, and the fans loved it, you know, because it was obviously really funny and they got great chemistry and shit. And Chris reached out to Tom and said, hey, do you want us to cover for you guys again because you're going through this divorce thing? Maybe you don't want to do the show anymore. And Tom was like, nah, you know. So I think even Tom knows during this whole time when there's a lot of eyes on them, it's better if he stays there to make the money than let someone else make the money. So, yeah, for whatever that's worth.
Finish all their legal procedures before they they learn their lesson.
Right. Yeah.
Trusting two fucking idiots like us.
I know. Well, it was one of those things.
$1 million property.
Where I know I asked Tom once. Tom was like, I was like, how you liking summer bears or winter bears? He's like, dude, I love it. He was like, and I love it because the first 30 minutes of seemingly every episode is just you two shitting on Bert. So he was like, Bert kind of just, he was like, I watch Bert just kind of taking all this in about how the comedy scene really feels about him. And then he said, it's fun for me to watch Bert.
Of course.
Yeah.
Oh, smart for Tom, because this would have been his summer.
Oh,
this would have been the summer that Tom's in the crosshairs.
Oh, yeah.
That's why he's the shrewdest betwing the two of them.
Let me tell you something right now. Out of all the people we know now.
That's a very good point, by the way. That's a very good point. I think he knew. I think he's very aware of how much he's hated. He just doesn't give a fuck. But I think he's very aware.
We know a lot of people who are making real money, and we're at the point now, we've been doing this so long, where it's like we've watched our peers become moguls. Some of them become moguls, and it's just one of those things where, but Tom, out of all of them, is the shrewdest. Like, Tom is one of those guys, when I was talking to Tom once, I did a show with him. I opened up for him at the freaking United Center, right? He killed whatever. And then immediately after, you know, I was like, how'd you like the show? Tom was like, oh, it was great. Within 5 seconds, somebody came up to him with a clipboard and was going over the F&B, the merchandise, the food and beverage, the merchandise, and basically the profit in, the numbers in, numbers out.
See, respect, but I didn't do comedy, do gay shit like that. Like, that sucks.
Yeah.
Thank you, Stavros. Thank you, Stavros. Thank you. Are you a stand-up comedian or you're a fucking entrepreneur? Are you a stand-up comedian or you're a fucking angel investor? Are you a stand-up comedian or you're some, like, what is this dumbness? Like, why can't that person with a clipboard come up to you after the show? Why do they have to do this performative, running through the numbers, Kevin Hart style shit? Like, it's not necessary. Like, why? Why couldn't that person with the clipboard just come and just deliver that on the one sheet later at the end of the fucking show? Why is it to be all done in front of everybody? This big business deal. Like, come on, man. You're a comedian, bro. Like, be a bit silly. You know what I mean? Be a bit silly. Do your ha-ha he-he's and go home. Allow all this fucking I'm a mogul shit, because you're not really, are you? You're just a comedian that's got a that's got some merch, that prints some t-shirts for your fans. I wouldn't call that being a mogul, but yeah. Big up these comedians.
I think the business, the like comedians becoming businessmen sucks.
Yeah.
That's not who the fuck we are. We're not smart and we're not business guys.
That's why Christina wanted the divorce.
Why can't we just be fun? Yeah. Look, I don't want to, I will not get, no conjecture here. Those are actual friends of ours going through a public divorce. I do not envy them.
Yeah.
But look, I will say, everyone's looking at it from the fat
rich
guy
and
loses
hot.
weight. He divorced. Do you think it's fun? Who do you think it's more fun to be married to?
Yeah,
a fun fat guy or a guy on peptides?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, if you had to pick in your old age, like that's what I'm banking on.
100.
Interesting theory. So Stavros is saying, who knows? Maybe Christina's the one that wanted Tom out of her life. I don't buy it personally. The way that Christina's been crying, the way that she's cried on that show, the way that she was talking, the note even, like, I don't think it caught her by surprise, but I think she was heartbroken that it's over. You know? Like, truly. I think she's truly heartbroken that it's over. So I don't buy this, she actually was the one that didn't want Tom because he was getting annoying, he's always training, he's trying to get her on fucking peptides, you know? I don't think so. I just think the way that she was crying on that show with fucking Duncan Trussell and the way that she, just spoke about it, you could hear the pain in her voice, you know? You could hear the pain and the kind of like, it was almost like a regrettable decision. Not regrettable. It was almost done like, okay, I guess if that's what you want, I love you, Tom, because you're the father of my children and whatever. We had this relationship. If you want this divorce, I'll give it to you, but I don't, I kind of got that feeling. Like, I'll give you what you want. If you don't want to be together, I want you to be happy too. I'll give it, but I don't want to be. But I'd rather be together. But it's an interesting theory if that's true. That actually Christina was the one like, oh my god, you're fucking annoying. I hate your fucking Ozempic breath. I hate that you're fucking blowing up the toilet. Because you know what I mean. Maybe. Plus, you have to imagine for women when it comes to eating. Women don't like, this is a small thing, but women really don't like to eat on their own, innit? Men do. I know I do. But women don't like eating on their own. So I wonder if like a little thing like that might have affected them too. I wonder if a little thing like that might have affected how they got along. Where now suddenly, Tom isn't eating as much or anything as before, and Christina just left on the table to eat by herself or the kids, It kind of changes the dynamic of relationship very quickly.
For me, the prime of my life, I've known since I was a boy, is going to be my 40s.
Oh yeah.
As a child, you look at me and you're like, that child should be bald, obese, with a bad back, and that will be the prime of his life. That was my. You could see it in my face. This is who I was always meant to be.
No, any girl out there listening, just know if you want to get the best fucking of your life from Stavros, it's right now. Because as you're losing weight and getting healthier, it's going to get shittier and shittier. But right now, you can pipe something with the bad back.
Oh, you're right. It's my life depends.
Dude, honestly, I guarantee you the best sex you ever had is when you had no teeth. When you were missing two front teeth, you were probably piping girls because you knew how hard you had to work for it.
That is true. All I had, I was like, look, I've sort of, I won't say tricked. That has a legal connotation.
I was going to say that,
but not tricked. Everything was above board.
Yeah,
and it was full. Everyone was happy to be there. But I'll say this: I think many women that I hooked up with when I was toothless were very surprised that I had charm. They see a toothless guy and they're like, this is, what I was saying? I fucked a lot of girls who are like, this is fun.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I'll never do this again.
Yeah, like, because you were
it's like me going salsa dancing.
Right.
I'll try it once, I'll have a good time. I'm never doing it again.
I dabble.
A lot of girls fucked me back then, and still to this day, as a fun, and like, huh.
Well, I mean, think about the point of view from, the women that you were having sex with, like some hot yoga chick, the next.
I'll leave it there for now, but he's like the opposite of clavicular, isn't it? He's opposite of clavicular in that he's very accepting of what he is now. He doesn't want more of it. Very, very, very interesting. Very interesting. But yeah, interesting theory about Christina, though. Interesting theory about Christina. I don't agree. I don't believe that to be the case, but a very interesting theory. Maybe Christina wanted out. Maybe Christina was fed up of Tom and all these fucking fitness shit. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Okay, cool. Let's get into Brendan. Chael Sonnen was on the internet. Chael Sonnen was online defending Brendan on the timeline about the hair dye thing, right? Because Royce Lopez from, what's that show called again? I forgot that show they used to have on. I used to watch it back in the day, but it turned to shit with the other guy. But Royce Lopez had a viral tweet where he quote tweeted this image of Brendan's hair dye, of Brendan's hair dye endorsement, right? That time that he was sponsored or he got his own hair dye thing from that company that Fat Joe runs, right? Fat Joe's got like a hair dye company, and he's had like various athletes, actors, and whatever else on the front cover, on the box, sorry, using the hair dye as an example. And obviously Brendan was on there as a model. For whatever reason, Brendan Schaub's edition of this hair dye never dropped. I don't know why. I have no idea why, but it was never actually sold, if I'm not mistaken. I think it was recalled. I don't know why it was recalled. Don't ask me why, but I'm pretty sure I remember somebody on the Reddit got in touch with somebody who works at this company, and they said there was none available to sell, and the only ones you could get were from, like, I don't know, third-party platforms like eBay and shit. So who knows why it happened. Some people are suggesting that there's a theory going around that around the time that Brendan got his deal, he also stopped using hair dyes. I think he spoke about it, or he just didn't look good. I don't know, but I'm pretty sure that's what happened. I'm pretty sure he said something about it, and it offended somebody, and and here we are. But I think Chael Sonnen's defense of Brendan here kind of misses the point of why people were laughing at him for this hair dye ambassador endorsement thing, and why people were just straight up, whatever. I think he misses the point. So Royce Lopez's tweet says, "I knew Brendan Schaub has hit rough times, but I did not expect to be on the box of hair dye. Bad. This is not AI." Chael Sonnen quotes it and says, "Wait, help me understand. We are teasing him for getting a modeling job with a national brand. I mean, yeah, F him for being handsome. I don't get it." So, which is fine. Chael Sonnen's not allowed to get it because he's actually friends with Brendan. And I also think it's perfectly fine if you're not really tapped into the Bappaverse and not understand why this was so funny at the time. But this has more to do with Brendan being unlikable and all the other things he's done as opposed to this in isolation. You know? I think that's more to do with that. It's more to do with all the years of all the bad sentiment, I guess, that he's like carried over into life and shit. Then it has to do with the actual brand sponsoring him. Now, once it all unraveled, it made the story even funnier. Because Brendan for a long time refused to even acknowledge that the hair dye thing even exists after a certain time. Never even mentioned it. And then it just became one of those things where it's another one of those Brendan lies just add to another, list of lies that he's kind of put out there. It's pretty fucking crazy when you think about it. Just so many egregious lies. I think that was the main point. I don't think anyone really cared that he got a hair dye sponsorship or whatever, endorsement, whatever. Who gives a flying fuck? It was more so the fact that, okay, cool. Here's this guy completely missing the point of why people don't like fucking Brendan. It's not to do with him being handsome or whatever. It's just more to do with the way he fucking acts with customers or whatever shit. But hey, what do I know? Anyway, the follow-up clip about that is this. This is the best bit about this whole drama. The best follow-up for this is Brendan talking on fucking Thick Boy, or is it Big Brown Breakdown, whatever the fucking show's called? And he mentions this tweet, and Brendan mentions something that I don't think we've ever heard. That allegedly this brand, this hair dye company paid him so well that he's able to pay off his entire mortgage from the pay he gets from this particular commercial. So Brendan had a starring role in this fucking commercial. And he's trying to make you believe that, yeah, he got paid so much he can pay his own fucking mortgage of it. One of the most insane lies I've heard from Brendan in recent years, but again, very apropos. Very, very apropos. Let's play the clip.
Marshall Erickson. Uncle Chael came to the Big Brown defense about the hair dye advertisement. Yeah, Chael's my boy. I appreciate him for that. He doesn't really need to defend me on that stuff. But that's just a bad take. Like, there's a lot of things you can hate on me for. The hair dye one, that's just a bad take, man. That's just a bad take. There's a million things to hate on me for.
I'm not gonna lie. If I'm Brendan, I would question why there's a million things to hate on you for. You're not like $1 million, whatever that term is, worth of a celebrity, right? Why are there a million things people can hate on you for? 1 million. That must mean you're really unliked, or this, not you're really unliked by fucking dogs in general. I don't know. I just find that odd. I find it odd how somebody of his small level or low level of celebrity would be okay with just not being liked by like loads of people. And then them having reasons why they don't like it. I don't think that's normal. I really don't think that's fucking normal. But he's gonna do what he's gonna do.
But having an international endorsement deal for over $1 billion company, and have you seen the guys I'm with? I have no business being there with them. They got Tyson Beckford. They got DJ Khaled.
By the way, the company's not $1 billion company, and it's not international, if I'm not mistaken. I think it's mostly sold in the US.
They got freaking, what's his name, the tight end, Travis Kelce, like big boys.
Did he purposely, did he act like he didn't know who Travis Kelce was on purpose there? Or is he so redacted he actually forgot his name? Isn't Travis Kelce right now one of the most famous NFL football players out there because of his marriage with Taylor Swift as well? I'm sure it isn't, doesn't hurt. Did he? I think he tried to like act as if like he didn't know who Travis Kelce was. Hilarious.
Big boys. I think it's in over 65,000 CVS's worldwide. I get percentage of every box sold.
Is there CVS's worldwide? I've never ever seen a single CVS in my life outside of America. And I don't think there's 65,000 in America either, because I remember when I went to LA, I had to walk quite far to go to a local CVS. I'm pretty sure when I went to LA, I had to walk very, very far to get to the local CVS. I forgot what. I think I may need some medication. I don't know what I needed. But I remember going somewhere quite far away from the hostel I was staying in. There weren't many. You know what I mean? If there's 65,000 in America, there will be on every fucking street corner, but they're not as many as people think they are. So yeah, I don't really understand what the fuck he's talking about here about that.
That's mailbox money. You idiots should be celebrating that. Not you idiots, the haters. It's like that's not one to hate on. There's a lot of stuff to hate on. That ain't it. The guy's like, oh, I know Schaub fell off, but I can't believe he's doing hair dye. It's oh, buddy. That covers my entire house payment, and that's mailbox money. I don't have to lift a finger.
So you would imagine his mortgage is what, 100 grand a year or something? Like, I don't know. There's not a chance in hell that he gets paid that much from the sales of the fucking hair dye. There's not a chance in hell. He most likely, if I had to guess, having done my stint in marketing and branding and having had booked influencers and brand ambassadors before in the past, I would say most likely he got some sort of flat fee to appear as on the box of the fucking hair dye. Now the other people he mentioned, right? The Daddy Yankee, I think it's the Daddy Yankee, or I don't know, other people that he mentioned that were rich and famous who were going through London at that particular time. Those type of people, they can negotiate their own sort of like special deal where they get a percentage of the sales, But regular Tom, Dick and Harry guys like me, there's no way you're getting it. You know what I mean? You're barely going to get a hold of the stuff in the first place, Let alone get one that's going to be custom made and this and that. Like, come on, it's not going to happen anytime soon. But yeah, I don't know. I just find the things he lies about to be so insane. That's it. I just find the things he lies about to be so fucking insane. Like, you want us to believe that this hair dye company were happy to give you 20% of their sales of any item, your item in particular. Like, how does it work? I don't know. It just doesn't make any sense. It just doesn't make any sense.
Your favorite UFC champs would be so lucky to have that deal. So lucky. And I negotiated that myself, Bubba. Yeah. That would be a big W for anybody.
But that's again, people don't like you. So even if it was that's the thing I think he fails to understand. People don't like him. So even if it was a dub, even if it was a proper W and everything he said it was true, there wouldn't be a lot of people congratulating him online. Let's be real. They don't like the guy. So I think if you don't like somebody, regardless of what jersey they put on, you're just not going to like them. So I completely understand why some people are like that. But yeah, I don't know. I just find the lies to be fucking cartoonish in their accuracy or lack thereof. It's like, what? Is that what we're doing right now, right? Jesus Christ. But yeah, big up him, big up him, big up him. Is the video still going? Fair play. Fair fucking play. Anyway, that's Brendan lying about the hair dye sponsorship thing. There's some other posts as well quickly I want to show you. Let me just quickly move the screen. Where they spoke about it as well a little bit here. Bear with me a second. But yeah, be tuning in, by the way. If you're here for the first time, make sure you smash like and subscribe. But yeah, the hair dye chronicles, I don't know, absolutely crazy. Let me read some of the comments on the Reddit here. Someone says here, oh buddy, you don't understand how hair dye works, buddy. Hair dye is $1 trillion industry in 1 billion CVS stores. Lying is like breathing to this absolute reader. Exactly. Lying is like breathing. Exactly, to Brendan. He lies about everything. To a point where he probably believes it. Is that redactor? I think he probably believes it right now. What's his name? The tight end, Papa trying to big league the only name casuals and diehards know. Does this guy not know CVS is pretty much only operating in the US? Yeah, it's worldwide, yeah. That's what he said, right? He's got a worldwide fucking distribution deal or something. What did he say here?
Marshall Erickson. Uncle Chael came to the Big Brown defense about the hair dye advertisement. At Tyson Beckford, they had DJ Khaled.
Why do you pronounce Tyson Beckford like that? Tyson Beckford.
At DJ Khaled. They got Tyson Beckford. Tyson Beckford. They had DJ Khaled. They got freaking, what's his name? The tight end? Travis Kelce. Like big boys. Big boys. I think it's in over 65,000 CVS's worldwide. I get percentage of every box sold. That's mailbox money.
I love the lies, man. I love it. I love the lies. I guess because deep down he wants that, right? He wants those type of deals. So I guess he's trying to speak into existence, but that just feels like straight up lying to me. Didn't they pull his box off the shelves like a month after it went? So it was a month. Jesus Christ! They even pulled it off the website. I'm pretty sure they aren't giving him a percentage of sales. And again, we're never going to get the truth from him because he doesn't want to tell the truth. But I wonder why it didn't go for anyway. Because I think they could have got some sales. You know, I think some trolls could have bought some. I'm pretty sure. What's happening here? Oh, I think the man brought some stuff, but yeah. He probably sells 6 boxes a week for one picture, one endorsement, where they have like 100 people endorsing it. For a guy of his celebrity, I legitimately don't believe him. I think other people got paid way more, which I agree with. He's kind of losing it and getting trapped in his own delusion. Yeah, I definitely think the other guys probably would have got paid, right? The other way more famous people there would have definitely got paid, but I just don't believe I believe everyone got paid. I just don't believe that he has this like deal with percentages to the club. Like, come on, man, let's be real. You're not getting no percentages. Be for real. You're not getting any percentages. Went up at 65 grand stores worldwide, America, the country, even Denver. the hair dye, Papa Water. It's so weird how he says the words like zero is a zero, but words like hair is here. It's like he's doing it on purpose. Exactly. They said, hold on, they say here. It says hair dye or hair dye. Let's see. I missed that bit.
Marshall Erickson. Uncle Chael came to the Big Brown defense about the hair dye advertisement.
Yeah, it says here, isn't it? It's a bit hairy.
Advertisement. Brown defense about the hair dye advertisement. Yeah, Chael's my boy. I appreciate him for that. He doesn't really need to defend me on that stuff.
Yes, he does.
But that's just a bad take. Like, there's a lot of things you can hate on me for. The hair dye one, that's just a bad take.
And again, I just think we're knowing Brendan how he is, and I get the feeling, like I said in the previous streams, I get the feeling Brendan does a lot of this stuff just to prove the haters wrong. I don't think he's really in it for the, you know what I mean? He's just in it to get under the skin of people, which I think is really bad. But hey, what can you do? What can you do? Let's get back on here. For sure, the models get a percentage of the product they're photographed. Yeah, that's not how it works. Blah, 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 blah. So that was that one. Brendan lying about the hair dye shit. I think there's one other thing I wanted to show you before we move on to another topic that isn't to do with hair dye. Bear with me a second. Where is it? I think that's it, right? Is that what I want to talk about? Yeah, I think that's it. I think that's it. So big up him on that one, I guess. Big up him. As much as you can big up Brendan, I guess. Big up him on that one. Let me put a little tick there so I know I've done it. Come on, brother. Come on here. Cool. Bear with me a sec. Okay, cool. Boom, done. And then I wanted to do a little bit of T-Fat-K to listen to Brendan talk about his commercial. The commercial he filmed for Scrub Daddy. Now, the funny thing is, does he mention it in the timestamps or not? Did I mention the timestamps, do they? Get into exotic conversation, viral, controversy. Yeah, for some reason. Okay, yeah, there you go. The Scrub Daddy commercial, but it's not in the timestamp. So it's somewhere around here, around the 28-29 minute mark, where Brendan talks about his commercial or starring role in the Scrub Daddy commercial. Let's check it out. I'm finding that he brought it up too, by the way. Try to take all this thing out of the insults and the disses. Brendan had to bring it up himself just to make sure, you know? I get it. But yeah, let's play the clip. The lisp.
Man.
Sorry, I just like to do it's called a comedy break.
I feel you. Someone in the super chat goes, how are you and Bryan gonna call Ian Gary zesty? Wait, what if Ian Gary made all the clips of you and Bryan being gay over the years? I went, buddy. We destroy him.
Yeah.
For being gay, we're winning 10-7 every round.
Yeah.
The difference is we're not getting ready to fight Islam Makhachev, the #1 pound for pound fighter in the world.
If you went to the search history, like, you know, you hit that search button on my Instagram, at least as many muscular shirtless men would come up as women with big tits.
Yeah, but that's whatever. For how many? 14 years we've been doing this. You know how many gay things we've done on here?
We've never missed a show where we didn't veer off into a man's beauty, his cock.
Bro, last
cock,
was it
your cock.
Wednesday's show? We spent 30 minutes looking for the most attractive MLB player. And Ian Gary's zesty.
That's fucking true.
Yeah.
And now we're talking about
getting called out for that and then trying to spin it as if something that you said first is fucking crazy.
reptile.
Yeah, they're like, what if he made a collage of all the gay stuff you guys did? It's like, yeah, I hear you.
Got us.
Yeah, I hear you. We'll destroy him in the gay department.
Yeah.
However, I don't have to sell a fight on fighting Islam Makhachev. That's the difference.
Yeah.
Also, we're not serious. We're not serious.
We ain't serious.
He is. Hey,
I think women should run the world.
Oh, cool.
You're about to see women run New York City. I'll check in about 3 years. Tell me how that went for you.
Hey, B, I don't want you to treat me any different. Dude, don't treat me any different. I shot a pretty big commercial.
Here's a commercial conversation. Here's Brendan talking about the Scrub Daddy commercial. Listen to this.
You did?
You heard of Scrub Daddy?
I haven't, but I
really.
Well, that's okay.
Your wife probably has the sponges.
Okay.
I was on set for 14 hours.
14 hours.
Okay.
Yeah. Is this it?
Shall we watch?
I can show it for Brian, then edit it out.
Yeah.
There I am. That's it.
Wait, go back. I see you right there. Oh my God. Oh my God. They better have paid you a lot.
Brian? Again, I was on set for 12 hours. I'm not in anymore, I don't think.
You are.
I am.
I'm not in it anymore, I think. And you got paid millions, by the way. No, you got paid thousands, all right? You got paid thousands allegedly for this. He insinuated he got paid 20 grand for this.
I'm in again?
Right there.
Oh, hell yeah.
How did he see that himself?
That guy owns Scrub Daddy. He does.
I love this. Who did this commercial? Very good commercial.
Brian's pissed Brendan didn't tap him up to ask for his, center or press, whatever, to write him, He's pissed.
He's great too. Who's this actor?
Another for more gentle, sensitive surfaces.
You have such a way with
hands. I should probably skedaddle.
Way to go, idiots.
That is
Don't treat me any different.
Great commercial.
Hey, don't treat me any different. I was on set, Brian, for 12 hours.
I love that commercial.
Oh, yeah, they're beasts. Yeah. Hey, big production on a legit stage set.
Oh, yeah.
They spent millions of dollars.
Yeah, that's a big.
How does he know they spent millions of dollars, by the way? Why does he keep saying that? How does he know that took millions of that didn't look that complicated or sophisticated to me? If there's already a built-out stage, you could just move it along. It's not difficult. Why is he acting like this? It's so fucking bizarre. It really is fucking bizarre.
Big one.
Oh, big boy. Dude, I was on set. That's it.
It's a fairly simple shoot, to be honest. It's a fairly simple shoot. Why would they need to spend millions on this? Like, legit. Why would they need to spend millions? Like, it's a fairly simple, what's that thing called? Backdrop or whatever to kind of make. Like, why would they need to fake? Why would they need to, like, hire different studios to do, like, simultaneously? It doesn't make no sense. It don't make no sense.
How many times do you have to do that? The daddy thing?
3 times.
3 times.
Three or
That's
four
not bad.
times.
That's
and I shot other
funny.
stuff. 3 or 4 times.
And that's just some other stuff. What stuff did you shoot? He keeps mentioning it like he's a big deal. He's got the connect, but what's the connect? I don't get it. I don't get it at all. I truly don't. Let's skip over the ads. Get out of here, you can't.
Contract?
Limited time offer.
They sent me the commercial because I had to post it today, right? By contract. Oh, cool.
They sent me the commercials that they had to post about. Of course, they had to give the big dog the real luxury fucking treatment, isn't it? Right? Of course, they had to give him the real luxury treatment, no skimping corners. They had to give him the real. I get it, man. I fucking truly get it.
Commercial. Click. Oh, wow. I'm about as much as this is Brian's in the Joker.
Yeah.
This is rude.
Yeah.
But again,
It is
what it is.
Mm-hmm.
And did you know anybody else on that set?
The girl next to me, she's a professional race car driver. She's bigger than I am, for sure.
But they had you
Super
guys
famous.
just as cameos in it?
Yeah.
Weird.
But that's what I said. But when you think about it, it's pretty smart, right? They pay
Yeah, 'cause you go-
a stupid amount of money to do, like, buddy.
Yeah.
Dumb money for that.
It's great.
Dumb money. But what they're doing is, we're going to put these guys with big following in the background, and then they got to post it. So instead of just having regular Haley Deegan, her dad started Metal Militia, super famous racer. Her brother's uber famous motorbike.
Yeah, I don't get this. Is who I was talking to the other day about it, or maybe in the comments. That's the thing I don't really understand about the Scrub Daddy commercial. So maybe Brendan has a point when he said he felt like they purposely hired him and the other girls and shit because although they're not superstar celebrities, they've still got a bit of a decent following online. So they wanted to garner some of that fan base for themselves, you know. But if that's true, I don't know if it's true. I don't know if that's fucking true at all. I really don't. Well, big up them. So yeah, with this one I don't understand because I don't know how famous she. Because the only woman I know who does racing is that Dana Patrick woman, right? That Joe also likes. But I've never really heard much about her. No, the things that I've heard from fucking Brockboy haven't been good. You know, they have not been good. Like the kind of stuff that you hope if you were parents wouldn't see if you got a dog. You know, come on now. But hey, what do I know? So yeah, I don't really know what the booking was with this. To some extent, and I'm not familiar with this racing car girl, but to some extent, I can accept this notion that just because I don't know who she is doesn't mean everyone else doesn't know who she is. So maybe she is really famous in that kind of space. Maybe she's famous in that kind of space. But I don't know. I'm still a little bit like, why would you book somebody like this that maybe is a more relevant? That's what I'm thinking about. Music videos are about relevancy, kind of. So why do you book somebody that's already relevant? And now I don't know. And somebody that's not like a Brendan, who's like, you know, the lowest of the low, and no one likes him. I don't know. It's a strange choice. It feels like a really fucking weird choice to make.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. Is that what you're doing now? Cool.
Yeah, don't treat me any different now. I'm in Hollywood, dude.
I was gonna say.
Don't. Hey,
Scrub Daddy.
I'm just like you, dude.
I can just see you on set all day.
I had fun. No, it's fun. Thanks to her.
Good
It's
people.
fun.
Yeah, she was cool.
Yeah, she's great.
Mm-hmm.
Hilarious.
But
I
you know,
really like that commercial a lot. Really.
Yeah, it was interesting, dude.
Cool.
How many views has that had so far? Do we know?
I don't know. Go to their account. Go to the Scrub Daddy account.
Go to YouTube.
Brendan having to tell Chin how to use Instagram is crazy. Not gonna lie. Brendan having to tell Chin how to use Twitter is fucking insane. Let's be real. Look what we tell. Look amazing. Let's go continue. What else we got here? We spoke about the Scrub Daddy thing. I think that's it. I don't think he mentions more after this. I'm pretty sure when I watched the clip, he doesn't mention more after this, but let's play anyway. But I don't think he mentions anything more after this.
Let's see this first real quick since we're here.
Because it's very good.
Okay, there you go. My bad. He does mention it. There's no sound there, bro. Come on, Chin.
It already has 6,000 likes.
How long's it been out?
It just dropped today. Well, they dropped it 2 days ago.
Okay.
I dropped today.
Okay.
The real test, yeah. That's good though. Really good.
Oh, it'll get millions.
Love
Millions, yeah.
Love it.
Let's see.
Interesting,
more?
right?
Dead
Love
air?
it.
Love the dead air on the show.
Joanna was crunk because I guess she loves Scrub Daddy sponges.
So 362,000 on Instagram.
Okay. Chin, bro. Just give up.
Good.
Jesus Christ.
Scrub
Chin.
Daddy. Boom. Award-winning performance.
There you go. Yeah, of course. Natural.
Scrub Daddy's really good sponges, and I have them.
Yeah. Yes. I'm sure you do.
Yeah.
Well, it's brand new, so, just give it a little time, maybe.
Man.
Mm-hmm.
Really good.
Dude, I'm just a guy.
I'm just a man. I'm just a man. That annoys me.
Oh, the AC?
Yeah. It's bugging me.
It's not AC. Remember, it's a CO2 thing for the cars.
And can you,
Oh, hold on. What's this? Bryan Callen complaining about the fucking thing again. I don't think Bryan Callen, and I've said this before ad nauseum, I don't think Bryan Callen has a leg to stand on when it comes to the studio. I don't think Brendan has any place to say anything negative about the space, about this, about that, considering he basically showed no interest in setting up, you know? He arrived late. I think that's maybe why his colleagues are, I guess, quote unquote, punishing him, with the sweeping. But yeah, I don't know. I just don't understand. I do not understand how one person can be like, you know what, now I'm good. Now I'm good is crazy work, bro. Now I'm good is crazy work. But big up her still. Big up them, big up her, big up them, big up her, big up them, big up her. Anyway, let's continue. I want to see this little bit where it sounds like Brendan scolds Chin. Did I play that yet? I want to see this bit. Let's see this bit where Brendan scolds Chin.
That annoys me.
Yeah, there we go.
Oh, the AC?
Yeah.
See, there you go.
It's bugging me. It's really good.
Dude, I'm just a guy.
I'm just a man. I'm just a man. That annoys me.
Oh, the AC?
Yeah. It's bugging me.
It's not AC. Remember, it's a
Brendan looking immediately at Chin like it's your fault.
CO2 thing for the cars.
And can you
CO2 thing in a podcast studio where cars come through? It's almost as if that podcast studio shouldn't really have a podcast, isn't it? If there's CO2 gaps between them, it's fucking hilarious. And look how buff it looks. Oh, looks so crazy. Yeah, we're going crazy with this, man. Jesus Christ, what a jacket. But yeah, I don't know. Chin needs to relax. Because judging by his workload or lack thereof, he's a lot more replaceable than he thinks he is. Chin needs to chill.
Oh, we've tried a million times.
But no, I'm saying, but does it fuck with our sound?
I actually do it in post to where you can still hear it, but it's not nearly.
Yeah,
as
it's not
bad.
like this.
Okay.
Oh, bros, remember we were talking shit about how I water my trees all the time?
So basically, yeah. So that little bit spicy there, from Brendan and Chin. Always kind of I feel like they're always warring at each other anyway in a slightly passive aggressive way. So I guess it is what it is. When it comes to that one. Big up Brent. Big up for Brendan. Big up Coelho. Are those black leggings? Who's wearing black leggings? You think? Brendan? No. Probably just like skinny sweatpants, standard wear for Brendan. Skinny tracksuit bottoms. Oh. What are those shoes? I have no idea, to be fair. Good question. Maybe they're the brand that sponsor him now. Maybe he's all about that brand that sells Joanna supplements. Was it called like Flame or something, or Rich Dying? I don't know, something stupid. I think it's one of those ones. Or maybe it's an Anta. Is it an Anta shoe? That Chinese company? I don't know what the fuck it is, but it's fucking ugly. That's for sure. I don't know what it is, but that shit is ugly. Right, cool. Bear me a second here. Let me get rid of this window. We got rid of that. And then we got something here. Jack Donahue, I see you. Hope you're good, brother. Big up Jack Donahue, I see you there. But yeah, let's continue. What's I gonna do here next? I was going to do maybe a little bit of. Actually, no. Let's mix up. Let's do a little bit of Beavo. Just mix up. Let's do just a little bit of Beavo. We need to talk about Beavo in ages, and Joe King just dropped a new video on Beavo. Big up my guy Beavo. Oh Jesus Christ! There's a new Tommy G as well. Do you guys like Tommy G or not? There's a new Tommy G video. Do you guys like Tommy G or not? Inside America's most violent prison system. Do you think we should watch that after Bevo or no? What do you guys think? I quite like Tommy G's videos. I think he's really good at what he does. What do you guys think? Should we watch a bit of Tommy G after we watch a bit of Bevo or not? Or move back to the Brendan stuff again? One for Bevo. Get back to fucking T-Fat K or Brendan stuff. Let me know in the stream chat. One for Bevo. 2 for whatever. Okay, cool. I guess everyone wants to hear about Baba for the most part. Cool. Let's do that then. Let's do the joking video first on Bevo, and then we move to the fucking other ones, yeah? Let's go. The title of the video is Britain's Saddest Man Just Hit Rock Bottom. Britain's Saddest Man Just Hit Rock Bottom. Let's find out. I feel like he's on rock bottom every day, man. Jesus Christ. Get it together, bro. Get it together, bro. You know what I mean? Don't know why they like this, bro. Get it together. Okay, cool. Let's go.
So Beavo, the saddest man in the UK. Somehow still getting worse. At this point, it is easy to forget how this all began. This man is infamous in the UK for sticking his own mum on OnlyFans.
I don't know why I'm getting all this hate about putting my mum on you know what. I'm just trying to secure her future.
It obviously does come across like a publicity stunt. By the end of this...
What a great son, by the way. What a great son. What a great son. What a great son. Mum's lucky to have him in her life.
You're probably going to wish it was, because it wasn't. He genuinely might not be aware that everybody else on TikTok is rage baiting, because he actually did it. For a time, he was paying his bills with this. He might still be. He really reveled in it too. To have pride about this is actually very funny.
I'm going to pamper my mum. Come on, chat. Pamper her, get her hair done, get her nails done, and then bang her on the OF.
And obviously, this is a cardinal sin. You know, it won't go great beforehand,
Christ.
but ever since it did happen, things have taken a big turn downwards.
Wouldn't surprise me if he actually has banged his mum, not gonna lie. Bevo's such a wrong'un. Bevo's such a weird little guy. He's such an oddball. It really wouldn't surprise me if him and his mum have had sexual relations. It wouldn't surprise me. On some fucking... What was that girl from the fucking Doubleverse? On some Grace Thorpe shit. Big up Grace Thorpe. Grace Thorpe of DSP up here. Oh, Thorpe. I said Fork. Grace Thorpe. You know? It wouldn't surprise me if Bevo's on some Grace Thorpe type shit. So yeah, and also Grace Thorpe allegedly is out here DMing fucking DSP of all people. Imagine that.
Because this guy's PR is now so low that he is receiving like biblical plagues on a weekly basis.
Listen, just found a dead dolphin at Cairnsey Beach. Where is it? There it is. Rest in peace.
And he is still the least fortunate mammal in the vicinity, but you know, it's the least.
Is that a dolphin? It doesn't look like a dolphin to me.
He is still the least fortunate mammal.
That didn't look like a dolphin to me, did it?
Where is it?
No, I don't think that's a dolphin, bro.
There it is. Rest in peace.
And he is still the least fortunate mammal in the vicinity, but you know, it's at least close now. I really do think this is quite serious now, though. He might have forsaken his humanity. The way he's looking at that carcass, I don't like it.
That's crazy. How much you think it goes for on Facebook?
Look at that haircut, bro. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it is hard to say that he hasn't brought this all upon himself. There is a twinge of self-awareness. It's quite small, but it is there. For example, it was fairly early on when he realised he had made a mistake with his mum.
Hello, boy.
Oh, Mum, what you doing?
Jesus
Mum, what you doing? Oh.
And you do kind of have to watch one to really understand why this is such a problem. There have been heavy allegations of her and heavy drug use, and I don't know why they're just allegations, because as you're going to see, I'm going to put it nicely, she just seems to be out of her mind perpetually.
Hello, boys. Happy Sunday. Just cooking a roast. Just cooked a gammon. Oh my God, look how good it looks.
Yes, that might be the dolphin.
Okay. I'm about to say, how's she going to sexualize Sunday roast? I was actually waiting for her to say something. Maybe put in my put. I don't know what I was expecting to hear, but I was expecting to hear some sort of sexualized version of, I don't know, music. So it's quite nice to see that it wasn't the case, you know? But big up this gammon, though. Big up this gammon. Big up this lady. She's wifey still. Bevo's mum is wifey.
But that's also not the point. The point is that this is an OnlyFans advertisement, apparently.
Oh, can't wait to taste it.
And I didn't expect this, but you go in the comments and somehow in this climate, this kind of stuff does work. You got people lining up on every
Where's
video.
my
And this is
invite?
again where it starts to get a little bit traumatic for him, because they have actually met up recently. They had actually become estranged in recent times, and I think his stepdad, her new husband,
Christ.
he had threatened admittedly to kneecap him, apparently. Yeah, anyway, they did record the reunion, and I think this might have been the thing that tipped him over the edge.
No, what do you do? Hey, you got to get over to the blue and white page, boy.
Wow. Jesus Christ, bro. Your mum whoring herself out in front of your mates, like, Jesus Christ.
You taught her everything she knows, mate.
It's not comfortable, but I don't know what anybody expected. I do love that as this series goes on, as Beavo does get excommunicated from more and more platforms, his clips do become slowly worse over time. In terms of quality, at least. I mean, come on, lads, do me a favour.
You do any girl-on-girl content?
Girls, no.
I'll get you some collabs.
No.
Bonnie Blue?
She's pregnant.
Yeah. Even better. Can you be the midwife?
It is dark, and I think on a serious note, not sure they're able to connect on a serious level anymore, which is a small price to pay. The revenue on OnlyFans must be all right. But yeah, I don't think anything is worth this, actually.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, don't flash. Jake. Why are you looking down there? I'm not. No, I'm not. I said don't flash. Oh. Come on. No, I ain't pushing you. I don't give.
Yeah, being reminded of all this, I think his breakdowns over the past couple of months are actually very understandable. I think he's actually holding it together pretty well, all things considered.
Can you not walk back from here, or is that a trick?
What?
I'm not.
That's a proper English woman's body, isn't it?
It's considered.
Can you not walk back?
That's a proper British lady body, that, isn't it? That's a proper. That's a body that's being brought up on just tea with loads of milk and loads of sugar. Jesus, Beavo's mum, tidy.
Come here, or is that a trick?
That's an English body if I've ever seen one. That's an English rose if I've ever seen one. Right there, English rose. You get me? We don't play no games around here.
What?
Oh no, it's just his car. That's all. No, I'm not taking the piss.
Can you take me shop, son?
It's up the J.
Up the shop? Is that all right?
Yeah, of course I can, darling.
Oh, thanks.
It's all right.
A long time we've been meeting.
Yeah, let's just get her a water and move on. Because this experience, it was short, but it did clearly impact him in quite a big way. Because almost immediately afterwards, he came online on every single platform he had, and he tried to extend an apology. And he's done this a few times, but for this time, the 7th time, he actually means it.
Yes, guys, Beavo here. You know the rules. Bit of a different video.
Yeah, I'm sorry, you know. What are you saying now?
Been getting a lot of hate lately. A lot of hate.
As normal, you mean?
You should just quit. Go get a normal job.
You're a pest. You're corrupting the youth. You're going to hell. You know, just stupid stuff like that.
And I've had a lot of time to reflect on what I've done, how I've been with people. Fair enough. I understand why I get a lot of hate. I understand why people don't want to work with me. I understand why people go Beaver and go, ugh.
And I'm actually surprised because acceptance is a big thing. Rock bottom as well is a great springboard, so things might be looking up.
My redemption arc's back. Listen, at the end of the day, if Logan Paul can come back from what he did and be a superstar in WWE, I feel like Beavo can come back and
compare yourself to Logan Paul's insane.
Save the world. Do you know what I mean? So
the line "My redemption arc is back" is very funny. Yeah, this week might redeem myself, and then probably next week I'll go back to pimping out my mum. Kind of spot on with the Logan Paul comparison, though. In a way, these two are rivals. They came up together. You know, they've done a lot of the same stuff. I'm actually buying into it this time. I think this is the turning point.
I've got a lot of work on myself to do. I've got 5 things. I've got to get my ear done.
Jesus Christ.
I've got to get my eyes done. I've got to get my shoulder done.
So once he's augmented his entire body, he's going to be back. And it is admittedly probably going to take about 50 years for the technology to catch up. We'll just pencil in another redemption arc for what? 2076? Jokes aside though, I was inspired. I thought this was finally going to be it. But it turns out he immediately kind of regressed. And I don't even necessarily blame him on this front because you're going to see what happened to provoke this.
If I was about to come back into the porn scene, I'd make a lot of girls money. But you know what? I think porn's disgusting. OF is disgusting.
Okay, cool.
It's vermin to this fucking world because the amount of men that have porn addictions, the amount of men that waste their last
like
£20 on a voice call or a subscription or a PPV.
Oddly specific, Jesus but Christ. I hear him. This guy has some trauma and I don't, again, necessarily blame him. What this guy went through like nearly 2 years ago now. Maybe it is 2 years. Admittedly, he did self-report, but he told millions of people that he was a cuck.
So, you are a cuck.
Define a cuck, please.
A cuck is a person who purposely allows their women to get fucked by other men.
For money, yeah.
That's a cuck.
Yeah, if I'm a cuck, I'm a cuck, yeah.
I'm not discounting that it is very funny, but I don't think humans are made for this much scrutiny. This whole thing, we could look at the whole podcast again, but it's clearly left some psychological scars. Those scars have now been reopened because his ex, the girl in the video, they broke up because she went a little bit more hardcore. Yeah, she has done a podcast tour, and Beavo has been a bit of a reoccurring subject.
I actually got into the industry when I was with my ex-boyfriend, and everyone used to call us the UK version of U2.
Really?
Yeah. But everyone used to bully him online for being a
I don't know who's getting the worst end of that deal, Beavo or ADAM22. It's Messi and Ronaldo, and I think Beavo might actually be Messi.
Beeble, what's his name?
Beavo.
He's a weird guy, but he went on the Whatever podcast and got roasted for his girl being a star. But I kind of feel like it was a lie. I feel like they weren't really dating.
That was me.
But so you guys were actually sincerely dating?
Yeah.
You fell in love with him?
Yeah.
You're getting punched down on by ADAM22. Not ideal. This one actually though was kind of PG.
Falling in love with Beavo is fucking crazy. Women are some of the strongest soldiers, man. Women are some of the strongest soldiers. Stuff they can put up with for the sake of their family, for the sake of a couple of dollars in their pockets is crazy. Do you know what I mean? Really crazy things they can get away with. Absolutely madness. Yeah, hold on. Absolute madness. Absolute madness. But hey, here they are. Let's go. Let's go. A technician. Let's do this. I'm curious to see how this is going to end up. I'm not going to lie. Come on, Bevo.
Compared to what came. She went on another podcast. I don't know what the name of it is. Yeah, she got a couple more jabs in and not great for Beavo.
If a man's like got any sort of like insecurity around it, they're not going to be able to like date a girl in the industry.
No.
Because it's not going to go away. I've had friends where, well, I've had friends and boyfriends where they like take it out on you. And it's like their own insecurities from, it's like even when I'm not doing it and like I'm with someone, it's like, oh, insecurities of what I've done in the past and like, am I big enough?
I'll say you're not going to let me get with Jason Love. You're insecure. You're insecure. Joke is on her anyway, because Beavo right now, he is up.
Guys, I don't do TikTok shop, but look at this product. Are you sick of messy cables? If so, look at this product. Best thing I could ever have.
And at this point, the disgust from the mum stuff has definitely turned into pity, just pure pity. I can just type his name in on TikTok now and I'm kind of confirmed to get about 10 videos of him just being bullied that week.
Beavo, get in the ring!
Jesus Christ. Is that his actual hat?
Get in the ring, Beavo!
Is that his actual hat?
About 10 videos of him just being bullied that week.
Beavo, get in the ring!
This is some like high school level fucking bullying, isn't it? This was like high school. It's so unfair.
Beavo, get in the ring!
If this was a character, then this would be the greatest performance, arguably ever. Yeah, he was recently at a Misfits event because his whole redemption arc is that once his body's fixed, he's gonna be boxing on Misfits. So he's clearly trying to drum up some hype, but sadly, it was kind of the opposite. Every interaction he tried to have just kind of went terribly.
Bit of Beavo work, look! Yeah, no! What's happening? You alright, yeah?
Cool.
And when he weren't being ignored, he was doing press and actually just getting pressed by everybody in the vicinity again. But even Mo Dean's getting licks in and punching down on you.
Beavo's like my baby, look. Interviewing, bro, man. Chill. What? I'm not in what? I'm chill, man. I don't know why I like you so much. Bro, chill. You're Muslim.
And I do agree, like, he is cute, but I think it is clear that people don't even view him as a person anymore. He kind of is just a character online, and it spills over every single time.
Listen, this guy is so cute. You know, if you fight him, yeah, all you have to do is just go like that. So yeah, Beavo's like he's like a lady, innit? You know you look Chinese. I'll take it. I'm going to be Jackie Chan in the ring, mate. I'll tell you that.
Jackie Chan. Love him or hate him, he's got great chat. And actually, all these Misfits clips are perfect.
Jesus fucking Christ. Muy racismo. Where's the man?
Simon, because literally on the day I'm recording this, he has now said he's had surgery on his shoulder.
Shoulder is now fixed. Got the healing period.
Hope you have a long recovery, mate. It's nice to see people are still on side.
At Avi Centre. Everyone should be scared now because Misfits 2027, we're coming, baby. Jeez.
So we're back on track, and clearly he needs an opponent now. And actually, ironically, I was sent a clip. Beavo, we might have to.
All these YouTubers, that Joe King, just making bare videos on me because I'm relevant and they want views. Bro, I've probably made that lots of money in revenue. But I'm coming. I'm taking down any TikTok content.
Cool. Cool. You know what? I'm hanging on by a fucking string. I think I'm gonna end it there. I'm hanging on by a fucking string right now. Bevo got me fucking. I am hanging by an absolute string, and there really is not much else to go on as well, to be honest. because a lot of the stuff I want to talk about is going to happen tomorrow, because there's a new T-Fat-K tomorrow as well. So I think I might leave it there for now and come back and see you guys again tomorrow, mate. Send gamer subs. Nah, I don't need no fucking hentai waifu shit in my house. Yeah, I'm half asleep. I am very much half asleep. Very much. Actually, let me play one clip for you quickly of the DarkSydePhil. No, let me play this clip for you, which I think you might find funny, of DarkSydePhil talking about how he doesn't care that he's ugly. This might be a good one for some of you that give a shit about this. I'll sign up with this one. DarkSydePhil talking about not caring that he's ugly. It's a strange cope. It's a really odd clip. I don't know why he would say this. It's definitely the tism, right? It's definitely a tism attack. But I guess he was trying to get in. I guess he was trying to one up the trolls, one up the detractors, stop people from bullying him or something. I don't know what this was, but a very strange way to respond. But this is DSP talking about how he doesn't care if he's ugly. This music is so loud, bro. His background music is so loud. His background music is so fucking loud. He has no idea what he's doing. It's so fucking unnecessarily loud. But he doesn't really listen to his streams. And I don't know if he's got hearing problems, but yeah, just listen to him talk about how ugly he is.
Someone tipped $2, says LTG had an unhinged meltdown because another content creator said he isn't attractive. It went on for 45 minutes and he keeps going on about it days later. It doesn't seem like a very masculine reaction to someone criticizing your looks. You're right. If you're a normal guy, you don't care about your looks. Like right now, I know I'm an ugly, melty-faced, middle-aged dude, right? I'm losing my hair. My hairline is receding. My facial hair doesn't look great. I'm ugly.
Okay.
Why do I care?
Jesus Christ.
I'm good. I'm happy. I'm successful. Why do I give a shit about the fact that I'm ugly?
Like, why would you say that about yourself? Why would you just go on a big internet and admit this about yourself and give people unnecessary ammunition? Like, what is this? I guess that's his way of trying to defeat the trolls, of getting in front of it, of killing it before it becomes a thing. But it's like, you're making it worse. No one's gonna stop calling you ugly because you admit you're ugly. Like, what? Fucking hell, DSP. Grow a bit of a spine, why don't you?
It doesn't affect me. I could be ugly as shit. I'm still good, right? That guy, his whole shtick.
So I guess he's trying to say that as long as you give me tips, I don't care if I'm ugly.
His whole fucking shtick is that he's good looking. He believes he's attractive. He's not, but he believes he's attractive.
Imagine DSP, a self-admitted ugly man, having any type of gauge or, opinion on how you look. So what? You don't even bathe, bro. Like, what the fuck?
He fakes so much. He has filters on his face on his stream. He's got fake hair that you can see moving. You can see it's one piece moving around on his head, glued to his head. He's a complete phony.
Yeah.
So for him, and his facade falls away, he has nothing. Because everything about him is fake. His subs are fake. His views are faked. Everything is fake. So for him, he's got nothing at all but his looks. So that's his final bastion of success. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, if someone at all says that he's not attractive, he's going to lose his cool. You could call me ugly as much as you want. Why do I give a shit?
That's not true. If you try and call him ugly in stream chat, he will ban you. And if you try and say he doesn't have any muscles, if you say he's on Zempic, he's also going to ban you. So this is not true. He's completely lying. He's completely lying here.
I'm good. I'm happy. I got a million positive things going on in my life. Being ugly is not a detriment to my existence, But for him, if he has no looks, he's got nothing. So, oh well.
Anyway, I thought that was funny. DSP admitting that he's ugly is fucking funny. Anyway, I'm gonna leave it there, people. I'm knackered. Sorry, came back from the gym, feeling a little bit tired. So I'll see you guys again tomorrow. We'll do a proper long one tomorrow because there'll be new T-Fat-K. There'll be clips as well. So I'll clip some stuff up to react to tomorrow. So keep an eye out open for me. I'll be back in your eardrums. I'll be back in front of your face tomorrow. Hopefully a bit earlier tomorrow. as well. Maybe that will also help. Maybe I'll do it a little bit earlier. But regardless, I'll see you guys soon. I'll see you guys soon. And big up on 10 toes. No, I wear the glasses mostly because my eyes move around the room too much. Not so I can conk out. Obviously as a prop as well, it's good on the stream, so you know I don't really have many props or background stuff, so I guess it's fun to have like a pair of glasses on. But I mainly wear them because, you know, being as ADHD as I am, my eyes tend to like dart around the room a lot when I'm not, you know what I mean? If I don't have my glasses on, you'll notice that I'm always like, you know what I mean? I look a bit weird. So that's why is what it helps to just so people can't see my eyes darting around the room, you know? But you know, who knows? Maybe they are a decent tool to get some shot. I don't think so, because you know, it's not like you guys don't notice, you know, it's not like it works. It doesn't work really. So even if I did have it as a plan of like, oh, I only use it because I don't want people to see me when I'm sleeping, when I feel asleep and shit, it doesn't actually work, does it? So anyway, that's enough from me. See you guys tomorrow. Bye.